return. Because it says, but the people who know their God shall be strong and carry out great exploits. You see, for many, and there's no shame here, you have to know truth in order to grow. For many, we have a surface relationship with God. And what do I mean by that? Your relationship with God is shaped by your comfort and routines. There are things you do that check off the box of relationship with God. Right? Go to church, which is beautiful. We here now, right? I have Bible study, amazing. I have a Bible plan, I'm studying, beautiful. But all of it is shaped around self. God, what can you do for me? God, what is the industry you've called me into so that I can shine? Not even about your glory shining through me. No. Just, I want to know, God, where is the place you've called me so I can have a breakthrough? We limit it to us, not realizing that the agenda of heaven can be boiled down to one word: dominion. Everything, you see, there is the will of God on a personal level, right? Should I get, which was the property? You know, should I take this job or is it that job? Should I hire this person or is that not the person? Is this the person I should marry? X, Y, and Z, right? But all of it is not centered around you. It is connected to dominion. From the beginning, it's been about dominion. In the garden, when God created man and woman, you know, male and female, Adam and Eve, what he says to them, be fruitful and multiply. Have dominion. In the end, it will still be about dominion. In Revelation, it talks about how, and the kingdoms of this world has become the kingdoms of our God and of his Christ, that Jesus would reign. It has always been about extending the reign and rulership of Jesus in everything. That the marriage is not just about you being happy. If you put the weight of your happiness in another individual, it will crumble. It's not just about that. The marriage is about the reign and rule of Jesus in that family name. It's not just about, God, what is the job you're asking me to take? Because your presence there should show what it looks like for God to reign and rule over a person. Your temperament. That everything connected to your life, it's filtered through the funnel of dominion. And it's unfortunate that the kingdom of darkness understands taking territory more than God's people. And in this season, there is an emphasis on the Spirit of God for his children, for the sons and daughters of God, to be equipped to know what this life is really about. You see, the word of God says, my people perish due to a lack of knowledge. Not other people, my people. Because we have made life about what it's not about. We've centered everything on who we are and what we want to gain out of it, not recognizing we are vessels for the glory of God to flow through, for the dominion of God to be established. And so I want to teach you, because I think for you to really grasp what is taking place is to also understand how the enemy functions. You see, you have to understand that Satan was once an angel in the Lord's court before, he became, Satan, the devil and all that stuff, right? Before he fell, took some angels with him. But there are things he learned about the structures and systems of how things work. And the Apostle Paul had a revelation about this. And as I'm going to read this, I know there are many in this room like me. When you read this passage in the past, you just grouped everything together and just called all of it the devil, just bind everything, right? And we're going to read this and you see what I'm talking about. So it says here in Ephesians 6:12, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. I want you to write this down, and you might see it behind me. As we really, go into it one by one. Principalities lead, powers influence will, rulers